What's up, guys? Bizarre 1000 here. Yes, with a new look. Um, Start off. This is my Monday night review for I believe it is the 19th. Yes, the 19th, March 19th, 2011. And guys, I'm from Michigan. It is freaking like it's been hot in March. It's usually like 30 or 15 below. It is hot in Michigan. It's in the 80s in Michigan. This is messed up. But anyways, start off the Monday Night Raw. This is the Weather Channel. This is the Monday Night Raw channel. Okay, start off Raw with CM Punk coming out and saying, you know what, Jericho exposed some family business. I wasn't happy about it, pretty much saying that. But my dad is an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic. He beat his addiction, and he is proud of him. And then all of a sudden you hear, you say, okay, guys, see you later. Then all of a sudden Jericho pops up. And then, lo and behold, he says, Punk, you know what? I apologize. I should have never said that. I will never speak of your father again. I'm sorry. This is Chris talking to you. This isn't Y2J. This isn't Jericho. This is Chris. And so then he says, I will never speak of your father again. But your sister, on the other hand, that was classic. It was fun. It was entertaining. Some people are saying Jericho's going too far. You know what? If you hate it and you want to see Jericho get his butt whooped, that's what he's supposed to do. The heel is supposed to make you hate him and want Punk to kill him. That's how wrestling is supposed. That's how it used to go. But yeah, saying how his sister had some substance abuse problem and all that, and well, that's right. In SmackDown, Jericho did this thing where he's like, CM drunk, CM drunk. And it's kind of funny. Anyways, we go into that, and it's looking like it's getting even more personal and more personal, so I'm loving this. Then the first match we have is Kane versus The Big Show. But lo and behold, Cody Rhodes comes out and shows this little montage to The Big Show's embarrassing moments of WrestleMania. And I think he gets a little distraction. Cody Rhodes is at ringside just doing some boxing gloves. And then after the match, I think he calls it a distraction and Big Show loses. And he handcuffs Big Show to the ropes. And he starts boxing him, starting to load shot after shot. It's pretty sweet, actually. Cody looks pretty good on that. Gotta get up to Cody. Then we have David Otunga versus Santino. Didn't really care, but Johnny Ace and Teddy came out. Then we have Otunga wins. We have this new premiere for some new wrestler. The rumor is on the internet, and if you rewatch it again, it looks like him. The rumor going around that this new guy is A-Train, formerly Test and Albert. You know, he teamed originally with Draws. He was last seen in TNA, wrestling in TNA for a minute. I mean, yeah, but reportedly, and I'm looking at this now from what I heard, and it looks like it is Albert, because he has been in Japan getting all these tattoos and stuff like that all over his body, and apparently they're going to bring him in. All these Brodus Clay fans who wanted to see Brodus Clay become the monster, well, it's looking like it's going to be Albert, or Test. I don't know, Test. It's going to be Prince Albert. You guys remember Prince Albert? It's or A-Train, whatever you want to call him. A-Train, Test. A-Train, Albert, whatever. That's him. He's going to be coming to the WWE. Maybe make a WrestleMania debut, which would be pretty freaking sweet. I think. But yeah, this is Albert. Or A-Train, whatever you want to call him. But then we have The Rock cut a promo. It was pretty funny. He started talking some cool stuff. He started talking about shining some, or not really. He didn't do the shining part, but he did say some bitch sideways, which is kind of entertaining. Yeah, he says he's gonna come out tonight and lay The Rock down. And this next match we have is one of my favorites, because I'm not the biggest Zack Ryder fan. I am a Daniel Bryan fan, and I hope he escapes as champion against Sheamus, simply because you look at the history. Look at the history. The last two Royal Rumble winners I'm not a fan of his whole abusing women thing. No, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like the way they put him in that situation. As Crystal of Most Extreme likes to call it, he's Captain Boring, which I think he's fine. I think he is starting to get an edge and starting to get a little swagger or a little charisma. If you ask me, from me personally evaluating how he's become such a starter from on NXT, it seems like he is starting to pick up some charisma about him as a heel. And what's the point as having someone be a heel to get so much heat where everyone hates him, then you turn him face, then they become even a bigger star. That's the point of wrestling right there. But I mean, I think Daniel Bryan is a great wrestler, one of the best in wrestling right now. I mean, there ain't too many people that can go toe to toe with Daniel Bryan. But this next match we have is Daniel Bryan versus the Woo 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 Kid, and he just squashes him. I think Ryder got one freaking move. He got the broski boot, woo woo, and that was it. And then as this the broski lover, all you broski lovers out there, which I am not. I'm not a Zack Ryder fan. He gets a broski boot, then he goes for his little LI leg drop, and then Daniel Bryan just pancakes him right into the freaking LaBelle lock, aka crippler crossface. The difference is the crossface is Benoit used to take when you drop him, he put the right here instead. Daniel Bryan hooks the leg in from the front. It's not really much of a different way. He's just where he puts his leg in his hand. It's still the crippler crossface, whether you look at it. Which they ain't gonna use that name anymore, obviously. But yeah, Daniel Bryan picks up a good win, which Zack Ryder shouldn't even be allowed to exist in the ring with Zack Ryder, or Zack Ryder should be allowed to exist in the ring with Daniel Bryan, simply because Daniel Bryan is the world champion. And I mean, he could even call him the man of 1,000 holds, 2,000. I mean, because this new version, because of 2012. Then we get a thing where John Cena was in a car accident, which effing True Wrestling broke earlier today, which was all over the internet anyway. I mean, tweets, everything. If you follow any of the wrestlers on Twitter, you'll know about it. JR was getting asked questions all day long. Is John Cena okay? And JR responded, he's fine. Flo Rida's going to be performing The Rock's theme. John Cena, for a minute, looked like he was getting manhandled by Mark Henry in this next match. And it was like, man. And then, of course, Super Cena came back and hit the AA. But, man, I got to give it to Cena. I mean, simply because he put the dude on his back and just threw him over. I mean, that's some freaking power. And The Rock comes out and gives him a rock bottom, like, oh, I can do that too. Which, no, because putting a guy on your back and throwing him over is a lot different than picking up and slamming him like this. It's a big difference. Because that takes some freaking power. That's what The Rock's up against. And then we see a promo for Undertaker, the end of an era showdown, which a lot of people are saying Raw was flat, which I don't think it was. I thought it was really good. You have another stupid segment with Extra, Maria, whatever her name is, and Kelly are supposed to team up to take on even Beth Phoenix. Stupid. We have The Miz in the ring saying the open challenge we can join Team Johnny. And The Miz loses to Sheamus. Pathetic. Then we have a recap of Raw. We have Little Jimmy and Big Jimmy, R-Truth, I guess, is Big Jimmy, and Kofi take on Dolph and Jack. They show Triple H at a house show. Shawn Michaels comes out, talks about how he's the headliner in the main event, he's back at WrestleMania, and how he thinks the streak is going to end. Undertaker comes out, basically said, you better call this right down the middle. Triple H comes out and says, this is Shawn's ego getting in the way. and I am ready to put everything aside, and I'm gonna destroy you, my family, whatever. So yeah, pretty much that. And then he basically comes back. He stops. I think he says, "Are you sure you're ready for this or whatever?" And that's pretty much how the promo ended. And like, so that was pretty much Raw. You see, oh yeah, he does come back to say one more thing. Oh yeah, he's like, you remember that how I said that Sean is better than you? He is. And then you see Sean smiling a little bit, a little smirk, and then Triple H is kind of like, I am the game. Now I play it. Blah blah. It was actually the first time we've seen Triple H on Raw not wearing a suit. It's kind of weird. But yeah, it goes off like that. So it's going to be an interesting Raw next week, a special documentary series on The Rock and John Cena for at 8 o'clock next week. So I'm going to be tuning in just to check that out. Guys, this is Bizarre 1000. Check out Most Extreme Wrestling, because if I am not correct, I don't think they've ever done a TNA review. I don't think they've ever done a TNA review that I can remember. And since Slammiversary, I believe it is going to be in Dallas, Texas, I talked to Chronix today, and he said that he's going to try to go to TNA at pay-per-view, so I assume he would do a review of TNA. Now, if Chronix, you do watch this video, will you watch a few weeks leading up to Slammiversary to know what's going on? I'm sure you would like to know what you're going to go see and who you're going to see. Which I'm not sure if Krista will, but I'm sure you'll try to drag her along with you, but maybe you guys both go. And you guys both try to check out TNA a little bit, see what's going on there. But, alright guys, this is Bizarre 1000. Don't forget to check out Most Extreme Wrestling. And you guys have a great night. And enjoy the rest of your week.